Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're expecting a baby here in Nigeria, one of the biggest questions is what do I need to take to the hospital along for delivery? I will be sharing a comprehensive list of hospital delivery requirements for Nigerian expectant moms, including what most hospitals usually ask for and extra items that can make your stay comfortable. Quick disclaimer before we start. Hospital requirements may vary slightly depending on where you deliver, so please confirm from your specific hospital. This video is based on common Nigerian hospital practices. Number one, baby's clothes, at least 4 to 6 sets, which include vests, sleep suits, caps, mittens, and socks. Now, let me explain. Light tops, depending the weather. If it is raining season, you will need your sleep suits. That is what we'll call rompers. That is what we'll call overall. That we'll call it here in Nigeria generally. So why those in Lagos call it some other lawyer, some other doctor. Then the cap, the mittens, and the socks. The mittens are the baby glove. We'll call it baby hand glove here. So that is what we'll call the mittens. And then the socks, like I said, if it is during rainy season, you will need the socks. And even if the overall, some overall come with socks. So if it is a cold weather or the baby is going to be in AC, depending on your wall, you just need to wear the baby the socks and stay with the overall. Receiving blankets, whether it's rainy season or not, you will need receiving blankets or wrapper. Like examples of those receiving blankets is the one we'll call fanners or baby shawl, and then wrapper. It's a must. Please, they don't touch the baby directly. So even after dressing your baby in the labor room, they wrap the baby with the receiving blankets or wrapper before they hand it over to you or any family member. So it's used to wrap the baby immediately after birth, and Nigerian hospitals insist on this. Is a must. It insists on this. So if you don't have any baby receiving blanket like funnels, shawl, you must have wrapper. Number two, baby towels, 2 to 3, for bathing and cleaning your baby. When you're going to buy, there is a face towel. It's usually in a set of 6, while some come in 2. So the face towel is usually cleaning. They use it in cleaning the baby's tongue, and then cleaning the face. So even if you're to use sponge, some use a foam-like sponge and very soft. And especially if the hospital does not like the sponge you've got for your baby, they might insist to use one of the baby face towel to beat the baby in form of sponge. Please take note. So you'll have a face towel, and then you will have the baby's towel as well for drying the baby off. Number 4, diapers or nappies, depending the one your hand can get or the one you use. But I know this modern world now, we no longer use nappies. Is generally diapers we use. So why some hospitals would prefer a particular kind of diapers, some insist on mold fix, why some insist on bebem. But you cannot just go and buy any random diapers that does not have a name. So they insist on a diaper. So if you're buying a big set of diapers, those ones that come in 100 to 90 to 80 or 50 sets, there's no need carrying it to the hospital because it's going to be too much load for what you're carrying already. So what I did was just to count like 10 pieces. Even the 10, you won't even use it. The baby might end up using just 2 pieces before you people leave the hospital. Why I say 10 pieces is, I don't know, maybe for those that are scheduled for cesarean section. So there's every possibility that you guys might stay in the hospital up to 1 week. So, and then why I said you should just pick few pieces is that when the baby comes, they don't weigh or pull. Then it still takes like 3 to 5 days before they start weighing and pulling. So they can even use one all day long. So just pick like 10 pieces in your bag so you don't carry heavy load. Number five, babies wipes and cotton wool. So the wipes is for cleaning the baby during diaper changes, and while the wool is usually for cleaning the baby's navel. Is usually for cleaning the baby's navel. So most hospital have a particular kind of cotton wool that they use, and then if you have to buy those cotton wool yourself, if it is not pure white or written sterilized, please do not buy. So if you buy the ones that is not pure white or that is not within their standard, they might not use it on your baby. They might tell you that they will not use it and then bring the type they use and then add it to your bill or take the money from you immediately. Number six, baby's toiletries, ranging from the mild baby soap and baby and body lotion. The product I used was exotic. It has to be very mild. So the baby soap I used was exotic baby soap. The other product for newborn. So and then baby I think baby secrets too. Their product is nice. There are also a lot of nice products you can also pick for. Even cushion, yeah, cushion babies baby soap and lotion is also very nice. I use cushion for my first child all through. The product too is very mild. So if you get any toiletries like the mid baby soap and lotion, if the hospital is not okay with it or they feel it's harsh, they won't use it. And then Vaseline. So if you're getting a Vaseline, make sure you get unperfumed Vaseline without fragrance. So the Vaseline I use is Blue Seal Vaseline. And then powder. Some hospital does not even encourage powder. Even me, I don't usually use powder on my kids till 6 months. And then I don't even use body lotion. What I use is a smooth. There's this thing they call smooth, foreign smooth. If I can get my hand on it, I will add it on the description box. Then smooth is what I use as a body lotion for my kids all through, or coconut oil. Then if you can also get a good shea butter, you can also use for or even Vaseline. My sister used Vaseline, original Blue Seal Vaseline, all through for 6 months, because when they are newborn, their skin is very sensitive. So you'll be careful not to use any harsh things on their skin. Make sure anything you're using are very mild. Number six, baby socks, cap and mittens for keeping the baby warm. So you need to come with up to 5 to 6 pieces of baby's cap, because throughout the baby just needs to keep wearing cap. You don't expose the baby's head, so you'll need to come as many cap as you can lay your hand on. You understand? So the baby's cap, the socks, and the mitten. Like I explained earlier, I say the mitten here in Nigeria, we'll call it the common use terms. We'll say it's the baby's hand glove. So those things are to keep the baby warm, is a necessity. Number seven, feeding items. If you need to do exclusive, you might not need those feeding bottle and all that. But still, for safety, to be at the safe side, still add your baby's feeding bottle. You understand? Because immediately after birth, breast milk doesn't come out. So some hospital might advise you to just give water and glucose while they help you express your breast milk. Why some would advise me, I bought none because I don't know for how long my breast milk was going to take. My breast milk stayed for like 3 days before it starts, flowing. So you can buy none just in case. Or why some hospitals have alternative. Why some will encourage you don't give anything until your breast milk start flowing. I think the alternative is water and glucose water. Others have also what they do, so it's optional. Section 2, mother's item. Let's talk about what the mother needs. Number 1, delivery gowns or nightgown, 2 to 3. That's what you need. But me, while I was in labor, my condition was not a gown condition. Though the gown has to be comfortable, loose, and cotton. You understand? But while I was in labor, I didn't need any nightgown. All I needed was just wrapper. So I came with enough wrapper. I came like 3 wrappers. So I had that first wrapper I was tying on when I was in labor. And then at that time when my water broke, the amniotic fluid, it got soiled on my wrapper. I had to change it and tie the other one. Then after having my baby when I was in labor, that means the second wrapper was already messed up. So some hospital have dry cleaning service, while others will just give it to you, and then your parents or your relative or whoever, or your husband, whoever that is with you there, will take them immediately. They bring them out, take them home, wash them, and then keep it clean and bring another wrapper just in case you don't have. So I think 3 to 4 wrapper is okay. Then you also need the nightgown or night or delivery gown, because after labor, when you've had your baby, that night you might not be in the mood of tying wrapper. So that is now when you might need to wear your nightgown. Number 2, you need 2 to 3 pieces of wrapper. Like I mentioned earlier, is a must in Nigerian hospitals. Please do not say you forget. Is a must in Nigerian hospitals. Even me, I didn't even know. My mother just came. My mother had to do a web bill of some of her wrappers to me, and then before she even sent those ones, my mother-in-law has also sent me a lot of wrappers. I was like, "Mommy, why are you sending this wrapper?" She said, that you will need it now that you're becoming a mother. You will need wrappers a whole lot. So wrappers are essential in Nigerian hospitals, used to cover during labor and after labor. Please do not forget 2 to 3 wrappers to be on the safe side. Number 3, maternity pads. The one I usually use is Comfits or Lady. I'll add the name on the description, and then I will show the images. So others will say you will need like 3 to 4 pack. Me, I bought 8 packs. We'll call it maternity pads for heavy bleeding immediately after birth. So the maternity pad for heavy bleeding, I used 8 packs at first, immediately from childbirth. Now from the day one after I had my baby to 2 to 3 months, I used 5 pads of that maternity pads. I use 5 pads. The flow is not always. Most times there are things you eat, and especially if you're here in Nigeria, where your mom is those that give Oda Miracle, Jim Miracle, Ajun Bise, you will be needing, because the more you take those hot things, the more those clumps, keep falling out, and then the more the bleeding consistently comes out. You will need that maternity pad. So I bought 8 packs of it. It's also okay to buy 4 to 5 packs and then watch how it goes, because it's not everybody that experience heavy bleeding for a long time. So we'll call it heavy duty pads for after delivery. Number 4, sanitary pads. Yes, when the heavy flow finally reduces, you need your sanitary pads, because the blood does not just stop like that. So immediately the heavy flow stops. If you start using your maternity pad, you start getting uncomfortable. That you can't walk. That is when you start feeling that something heavy is under you. So that is now when you need your sanitary pad for the light bleeding. Number 5, toiletries. Your brush, your toothpaste, your deodorants, such as your roll-on, your body spray, your comb. You will need those things, because You will need them even when you're in labor, and then after your baby comes you would also need, even immediately your baby comes that you're out from labor room, there's this eagerness to want to look good because people will start coming in to see you at the hospital. Soap, sponge, deodorant, and towel. Number 6, underwear. You will need your sanitary pants, your big cotton pants, maybe like 5 to 8 pieces. Trust me, you don't need a tight pants. You need a big, comfortable pants, cotton preferable. Number 7, bathroom slippers. You need an easy wear bathroom slippers for bathrooms and the wall in general. Number 8, food and flags. Most Nigerian hospitals don't provide meals. So bring your food flags, food and water bottle. You will need it. And even if they provide meal, you might not like the meal they bring to you from the hospital. You might really not like it. Number 9, drinking water. Hospitals might not provide clean water, so bring your own bottled water, your clean drinking water that you will need. Number 9, plastic buckets and bowl. Most Nigerian hospitals usually, demand for this, but why others might not demand, but I think it's also very, safe you get your own bucket and your bowl, because some of the hospital, I remember an instance that happened when my son was ill that would spend the night in the hospital. So I noticed the the same bathing bucket the lady was bringing it for her little child to wee on. So when I saw those things, I felt so irritated. So things like this, I think, is wise you bring your own bathing bucket and your bowl, your bailer is best and safe that way. Even after using it, if you don't want to go with it again, you can just leave it there. But it's safe you bring it. Number 11, detergent and soap for washing of your things or your baby's things, especially since you don't know if you're going to stay long at a hospital. Some of those things are very necessary. And number 12, toilet papers. Your toilet papers or sanitary papers or tissue paper, whichever one, you will need it. You will need it in your wall. You will need your own tissue paper, especially when you need to use the toilet, especially when you need to wipe. Those things you will really need it. So come with yours. Section 3, hospital requirements. Finally, there are some items hospitals in Nigeria specifically requires. Number 1, Macintosh, the waterproof sheets, the leather kind of stuff that is spread on the bed or on the theater bed to check you where you deliver your baby on, to where those whole blood stains. That is Macintosh. Is usually compulsory for some hospitals for you to bring your Macintosh, while others might request you add it up in their bills. So if you didn't bring it, they will take it or add it in your bill. It's usually placed on the bed during delivery. Number 2, disposable glove. Some hospitals ask family members to bring it, while others might not ask or might just round it up for you. You pay it in cash form. Number 3, cord clamp or surgical spirits. Some hospital request that the families bring it, while others might just add it to your bill. And then the particular surgical spirit they use for cleaning of the baby's navel is usually Moko, specifically Moko. So it's better you just buy it and add it, because I bought my Moko spirit for cleaning of the baby's navel. And the cord clamp is that clip like something they use to clip the baby's umbilical cord. So some hospitals provide, why some don't. So it's just better you get your cord clamp and your surgical spirit yourself. Identification and hospital card. Always carry antenatal card, your test results, anywhere you go, or any test results that you've done. In my own case, when I did my last scan, I forgot to submit it to the hospital where they will file it. So in most cases, when you do the test in the hospital might not release it to you. They'll just add it into your file. But mine, I left with my own test result, especially my scan. So when I was in labor, there was every need for me to submit the scan result or the test result to them so they can know what's happened previously or how the baby was during my last test result or scan visit. So it's very important, if you run any test or you have any test result, make sure you go with it and submit it to the hospital as well. Number 5, olive oil. Yes, I think majorly almost all the hospitals in Nigeria require you to come with your own olive oil. So the olive oil is used in cleaning your baby immediately after delivery. They don't bathe your baby immediately after delivery. So they use the olive oil to clean you and your baby up. So that is why you need olive oil, at least 1 liter. A liter of olive oil would do. Even mine, they return mine. They didn't use all. So even after cleaning the baby, they will return it back to you. It's still your property. So you come back with it. So please don't forget to add olive oil to your list. That is what they use in cleaning your baby. My hospital required I come with it. They didn't provide it. So if you don't come with it, you have to buy it at the hospital. And when you buy it at the hospital, it's slightly, higher than when you buy it yourself. Do you get? So don't forget the olive oil for cleaning the baby and you. The baby does not shower lately, the baby is being delivered, so they use the olive oil to clean the baby up. You and your baby, they use olive oil to clean you people up. Number 6, razor blade. Original tiger razor blade. Yes, some hospital requires you to buy a pack of original tiger razor blade for cutting of the umbilical cord. So don't forget to add it up in your delivery list. Number 7, cash. Very important in Nigeria hospitals. Don't forget to come with your cash or ATM card. You know why I mentioned cash is that some hospitals, for extra bills or medications or unexpected needs. So let's say if there is a need or an emergency for you to buy a particular medication, when they refer you to their pharmacy, some of their pharmacies might tell you that they don't take transfer or ATM card, that they take cash. So that is why you need cash. You need cash. Why some are cash? Why some are being paid via ATM cards? So very important. Do not forget cash and your ATM card. So another thing is power bank charge, though it's optional, but for more comfort. So your power bank, your charger, and then a small fan. So you will need your charger and your power bank to take those beautiful memories that and your baby, because a lot of calls will be coming, a lot of people will be coming to say hello at the hospital. You can't afford to miss those moments. So you will need a charger and your phone, and then a small fan just in case your ward does not have AC or the fan there is not working. You will need a small fan. Lastly, extra pillow for comfort, just in case. Remember, I said it's optional, and I said it's for optional comforts. So you can come with your own pillow. For some people, they don't like to share someone else's pillow. So you can come with that, your maternity pillow that is so soft, for extra comfort. Thank you, and I'm glad you like this. Note please, hospital requirements may vary slightly depending on the particular hospital that you've chosen, depending on where you deliver. So please do confirm from your specific hospital. This video is based on common Nigerian practices. Thank you, and see you in my next video for more tips.